It's a hockey stream on part one of episode 575 of the VIG Lounge. Because the Penguins forced a game six, we are back in Philadelphia. Can the Penguins get another win and force a game seven back in the Berg? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Flyers and Pens here on the VIG Lounge. Opening draw, won by Crosby, and we're underway. Crosby tried to get it into the zone. It's knocked away. Ristolainen got it to Tippett after being hit. Now Zegras with a chance. Save made by Shilovs. Wow. Yeah, okay, you know what? We're done with the camera for the whole first period. I've been having trouble with it all morning, so I'm just going to forget about it and try to set it up during intermission because it only wants to work when it wants, I guess. Flyers having a great chance here to get the game's opening goal, but Shilovs has denied all those chances. Up comes Brian Rust. Rust with a chance, rebound! Popped up in the air, but the Penguins couldn't get it. Now they will. It's down the wall. Cross from Letang to Wotherspoon. Rebound and put off the post by Rust. Sidney Crosby. Got it up, and it's back to Crosby. He's hounded by Forrester. Forrester gets the puck. And gets crushed. Chinakhov accidentally deflects it to the corner. Penguins get it back. Up the middle to Malkin. Malkin on a rush, just tries to let it go, and Vladar handles that. And we'll get the whistle. Man, dropping the puck for these refs is just never consistent. Sometimes it's literally half a second. Sometimes it feels like it takes 30 seconds. Like, I don't understand what's going on here at all. Malkin carries in for the Pens. Drifts up front, blocked. Back to the blue line. Chinakhov covering the point. To Girard. He lets it go off the post. There's a second. Second post for the Penguins already here in the first period. And now Letang will dump it in before taking a hit. Collected along the wall by Novak. He's knocked down. Mantha gets it back for the Penguins. Now he's going to skate it in. Trying to get around Couturier. Not able to do so, so he just hits him. Ryan Shea with a shot after the whistle. And that got Glendenning's attention. It's a long scrap, and Glendening wins it. But it wouldn't be the Battle of Pennsylvania without some of the physicality. And now we've got it. As we're going to play 5-on-5, but 2 players in the box, 1 per side for fighting. Flyers win the draw. Now Michkov was a healthy scratch IRL. At least he was for Game 5. Maybe he will be for Game 6 as well. We'll have to see. Didn't help them win, so maybe not. But the replacement, Alex Bump, did get a goal. So there's that. If you're looking for Flyers positivity, which you're not going to find here. Save made by Shilovs. Rickard Rakell brings it in. Rakell spins off a check. Finds a lane to the net, and then it goes wide as it's blocked to the corner. And that pass went to nobody in particular, and Shilovs will play it off the boards. Got it to Solovyov. And Solovyov will send it in. Now Rakell with a fly by, denied by Vladar. One of the Penguins' best chances on a backhand bid. It was not to be. Crosby to the net, denied by Vladar. Apparently he is stoppable. Score, maybe not. The Wizard of Cross waves his magic wand, and the Penguins lead 1-0. And I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. Sidney Crosby did not give up on the play and put it past Dan Vladar to give the Penguins a 1-0 lead. And you see that full pressure turns into a goal. Each team with 6 shots. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the opening frame. And we finally got a goal. Penguins with the lead here in game 5, or here in game 6 rather. Chant of Let's Go Flyers as they try to get their team back into it. Blake Lizotte around the net, shoots, scores! Blake Lizotte on the spot, and the Penguins jump out to a 2-0 lead. And if I'm not mistaken, that is back-to-back shots. For the Penguins that resulted in goals. Up the right side, Nola Chari. Chari trying to get into the net. Backhand off the bar. There's a third time that the Penguins have hit iron in this period. And imagine what would have happened if those shots hit the net. We might have a 4 to 5-0 lead already, but have to settle for 2, I suppose. Up the right side to Malkin. Gets around Sanheim. Shot denied by Vladar. Sanheim just gets dummied into the boards. Malkin with a shot. Turned away by Vladar. Malkin's got it again. He's unstoppable. He's a big rig until the shot got blocked. Sets up a one-timer. Blocked away by Vladar. Malkin around in front. Nearly had a flyer put it in his own net. 7.7 seconds to go. It's been all Pittsburgh. Even though we're randomly highlighting Trevor Zegras for some reason. Oh, okay, he delivered a hit. Good for him. I'm surprised he didn't break his leg. Honestly, why couldn't the injury-prone Zegras go to Philadelphia? I would have preferred that. Just because, I don't know, if that's the type of game, if that's the type of player you want to model your game after, I get that, you know, the Americans can be brash and cocky and whatnot, because I'm Canadian. I know, ironic that I'm following an American team. Irony is not lost on me for that, but I've just never been a fan of Trevor Zegras' attitude. I mean, he does have skill. I will give him that. But him as a person, he just kind of gives that douchebag energy, you know? And then if things don't go his way, he's been known to be a crybaby and, you know, trying to stir up fights with people that, you know, he doesn't really need to get involved with. And so, you know, perfect though. He's got that scumbag mentality that the Flyers were looking for. So I guess, you know, if the shoe fits, wear it. Now, before we get into the stats, after my rant about Trevor Zegras, I'm going to try to adjust this camera. If it decides that it wants to work, and so far it doesn't. So I'll try it one more time. And I don't understand why it's doing this. It worked perfectly fine yesterday. It's the same setup. Or not yesterday, sorry, the day before. Exact same setup. And it just decides that it wants to conk out every single time. Okay, we've got a green light this time. I can see it, but for how long? All right, let's take a look at this and check the stats. Shots on goal, pretty close, 10-8 in favor of the Penguins. I thought we had a larger discrepancy than that, but didn't read it, so there's that. Hits, 10-9, slight edge for the Flyers, but you know what they say, when you're hitting, means you have the puck less, so we'll take it. Winning in the passing percentage by a decent margin. And it looks like the camera's still going, so that's good. I didn't see the green light for a second, so I was worried. We're getting dummied in the face-off dot 6-1, but that's to nobody's surprise who's followed this channel long enough. And there have been no penalties aside from the two fighting majors, one each side. But the Penguins leading 2-0 with 2 goals of even strength. One from Sidney Crosby. And I'm trying to think, who was the other one? Can't remember who the second goal. Oh, Blake Lizotte. There we go. I had to think about it. So goals from Crosby and Lizotte have the Penguins up 2-0 in this do-or-die game to force a Game 7. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what this second period's all about after we fix this stupid camera again. Oh my God. Honestly, I cannot believe this. If it doesn't work this time, I'm literally just going to throw it across the room and say I'm done with it because it's throwing off the entire game. All right, green light, we're good. See what this second period has in store, shall we? Probably more camera difficulties. And the Flyers win the opening draw this time. Owen Tippett looks to bring it in. Knocked away by Carlson. Up to Parker Wotherspoon, who I made sure is wearing 28 this time. Back to the blue line, Rust covering at the point to Carlson. Lets it rip. Rebound to the corner, collected by Rakell. Rakell shoots and a save made by Dan Vladar. He will hang on. Early stages of the second. Penguins with a 2-0 lead. Courtesy of goals from Sidney Crosby and then Blake Lizotte on consecutive shots. Carlson won it, or excuse me, Crosby won the draw, and then Carlson put it off the post. That's 4 posts now. 3 in the first and now 1 in the second. Blind guys really got to try to hit the net. There's a save off a shot from Rust. And the camera is being an absolute piece of shit. Whoops, I just smacked myself with it. I guess karmic justice, I don't know. All right, there we go. So, no camera for the rest of the stream. It's not worth it. It's just too much of a hassle. I don't want to keep fighting with it. So I'm not going to bother. And when I threw it down, it's not a rage quit, just so you guys know, it's not a rage quit. But when I threw it down, it actually smacked into the headset, so that didn't really work out too well. Sidney Crosby wins the draw. Ryan Rust gains the red line. Dumps it in. Collected by Rakell. Rakell going around the net, and then he put it wide. I think his stick was disrupted a little bit. Cross Wotherspoon. Then to Carlson, or at least an attempt. But it was picked off. Wotherspoon will dump it in. Chant of Let's Go Flyers. And Rakell tried to cut in front and he lost it before he could get the shot away. How did anybody miss that pass? I have no idea what happened here. That is beyond ridiculous. Like, nobody was hit. We had a clear pass. It didn't bobble or anything. It just completely missed. It's almost like it was beer league or something. I don't know what's going on there, but be that as it may. Egor Chinakhov skates in for the Penguins, looking for the third goal, and he couldn't get it. As the Flyers decided to suddenly start playing well defensively. Letang finds Rakell. Now Rakell rips it, rebound, directed in on goal, but Vladar was able to get there. Chinakhov with his own rebound, he scores! 3-0. Egor Chinakhov. Gets the Penguins a little more insurance. It's up to 3-0 now. Off a beautiful play. The rebound. And Kendall was offside. 7:57 to go here in the second. Pittsburgh extends the lead. Chaz of Let's Go Flyers, they're doing a great job stifling the Penguins' entry into the zone, causing offsides, but you should really only do that when you have a lead. Flyers finally bring it into the Penguin zone. It won't last long. Oh boy! The Flyers are getting as frustrated as I am with my camera as Noah Cates takes a dumb penalty. But what do you expect? It's scumbag hockey. Cross check. Puck sent all the way down. Puck carried right in by Egor Chinakhov. He gets level. Seems to be okay, though. Delivers a hit of his own. What is with this power play configuration, though? I think this must be the second unit, but it just seems kind of all over the place. Minute and 1 second to go on the man advantage. 6:10 to go. As we take a look at another scumbag in Rasmus Ristolainen. Everybody in black and orange is a scumbag. It's like saying in The Simpsons, all the kids in Springfield are SOBs. Kendall wins the defensive draw. Up now to Chinakhov as this second unit goes to work. Chinakhov drifts in, got it to Kendall at the side of the net. Kendall got the shot away, and then Vladar. How is nobody there? Battling for it. Save made by Shilovs. Very disjointed power play for the Penguins. And a shorthanded goal. Travis Konechny's on that one. And the Flyers are on the board. It's 3-1. Still don't know what this theme song is supposed to be for their goal, but it seriously reminds me of the Headbangers from the Attitude Era days of the WWF. Man, I miss Legacy Edition NHL for the sense that they have the authentic arena music. EA should really pony up and just bring that back. You got to make authentic sounding arenas, man. You got them for some. Like, it's nice that the Rangers have it. Montreal has it. Dallas has it. Because those are just, you know, songs owned by the clubs, I think. And a shot from Rakell after the whistle. Looks like we're going to have a 4-on-4 for roughing. Rakell and Ristolainen. Mantha taking the draw for some reason. Michkov knocked down twice. A little more space out there, 4-on-4. Why wouldn't they put Soderblom at center? He's a natural center, apparently. Shoots! And a save by Vladar. Minute 52. And because I'm a glutton for punishment, we are going to try to sort out the camera one more time during the intermission. From in front, Shilovs has it. Decides to play it. Up to Shea. And a shot by Achari. The rebound went wide. And that'll do it through 2 periods of play. The Flyers are on the board, but the Penguins still lead by 2 in this do-or-die game. Game 6. Score 3-2 after 2. Or excuse me, 3-1 after 2. God, I gave the Flyers more credit than I should have. That's not good. Well, if I was at that game, I'd want to purposely make sure that I was 3001, because I don't want an official Team Flyers hat. I mean, I might take it if I get it, just to throw it on the ice if a Penguins player scores a hat-trick, because that'd be kind of hilarious. But still, let's see if we can get this stupid camera to actually do what we want. All right, there we go. How long is this going to last? Can I get 5 minutes out of this? I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I doubt it, because this camera is an absolute atrocity, but we'll see. All right, let's take a look at the stats. As we said, goals 3-1 in favor of the Penguins. And shots 20-17, very close now. Leading is the Penguins, of course. Hits 27-18, favoring Pittsburgh. Passing percentage is now the Flyers. And faceoffs are a wee bit better, but we're still being more than doubled. 14-4 in this game, but we've won a few more. And 0-for-1 on the man advantage. That power play, the less I say about it, the better. I think the Flyers... Oh, no, they didn't get a shorthanded goal, thankfully. But they did score shortly after that. So, Penguins up by 2. 1 period to go to force a Game 7. Can they do it? Let's find out. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. 3rd period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Puck carried in. Drifting, shooting, and a save by Vladar. He will hang on with 19:11 to go in period 3. Highlighting Archer Shilovs, who's been busy in this game as well. And aside from the 1 goal he's given up, he has been absolutely brilliant. Jeez, they're offering free nachos and Flyers hats. Oy, this is just not a game for me. Oh my goodness, what a hit by Carlson. Tip it up front, all the way around, and then Tippett puts it in. And the Flyers are within 1. You got the initial shot, and then Shilovs is scrambling, and I think he just thinks he has it and inadvertently puts it in himself. And Rakell's there to try to clear it away, but you gotta be lucky to be good sometimes, I suppose. Ryan Rust nearly was able to put it around the pad of Vladar, but got to give Vladar credit. He stood his ground. And Rakell knocked off the puck. Flyers hitting everything that moves, trying to get the tying goal as the Penguins look to get it out. Chinakhov chips it in softly after gaining the red line. Collected by Malkin. He's knocked off the puck. Now to the blue line. Girard lets it go, and another post. This is just getting absolutely unbelievable. And a one-timer dies in the shin pads of the Flyers' defense. Puck carried in by Tommy Novak. Novak. Got it back and then lost it. Letang lets it go. Hoping for another fluky goal as we got in Game 5 IRL. Highlighting Owen Tippett. I don't really want to see that, so let's just not. But congratulations. He did get a goal. It's not all that impressive considering Shilovs did the work to put it in themselves, so. But he did have a good initial shot. I'll give him that. Puck carried right in by Anthony Mantha. Mantha trying to get the shot away, and it was blocked. Mantha down blue line, and then it's picked off by Letang as the Flyers tried to clear it. Letang lets it go. Save by Vladar. 10:55 to go in period 3. Penguins with a 1-goal lead, looking for more. Highlighting Jamie Drysdale for some reason. Back to Solovyov, and the shot's in the feet of Vladar, or the puck rather is in the feet of Vladar. Connor Dewar fires, denied by Vladar. Now Achari has it. This fourth line is buzzing right now. Another save by Vladar. Flyers look to get it out. Denver Barkey tried. Now it's Blake Lizotte around in front. He put it high and wide. Back to Solovyov. Across to Shea. Solovyov tees it up, and the shot deflects to the corner. Up now to Noel Achari. Achari in front, denied by Vladar. Dewar has it again. This fourth line's been out there for a while. Shea with a rebound chance generated for Dewar. Off the pad of Vladar. Dewar has it again. Shot and rebound to the corner. This has been all Pittsburgh. One-timer by Shea goes wide. Flyers get it out. It's Sean Couturier. Knocked off his stick. Rebound goes to the corner. Finds Sidney Crosby in stride. He's got to deal with 2 Flyers, and he does. Finds the rebound, or the shot rather, to the corner. And it's turned aside by Vladar. Rebound deflected off the shot from Rust. Third pairing for the Penguins is still out there. Or at least partially, as Ryan Shea was on the left side. Paired with Carlson. Here comes Rickard Rakell. He scores! What a beautiful goal! It's tricky to score a goal unless you are Rickard Rakell. It's tricky! Tricky Ricky! And the Penguins have a 2-goal lead once again. You just knew this was coming. As the Penguins have been applying all sorts of pressure. I thought the fourth line was going to get a goal, but Rickard Rakell got a partial break. 3:22 remaining in the third. And it looks like, in all likelihood, that the Penguins have forced a Game 7 and have come back down 3-0 in the series to force a Game 7 and have this series all square at 3. Highlighting Dan Vladar. Really stretched out. That's all the work from the fourth line of the Penguins that they're showing here. That is not an edge stat, just so you're aware. He made 13 saves in the period. Good for him. What about threat analysis of shots and stuff? Whatever, 2:20 remaining. Oh, he didn't save that one! Egor Chinakhov is feeling fine at number 59 as he's got his second of the game. Really wanted to see him come alive in this series. Malkin delivers a thunderous hit. Puck gets on Chinakhov's stick, walks in, makes no mistake, finally hits a post that gives us a friendly bounce, and the Penguins have a 3-goal lead to put this one away with a little under 2 minutes left. You know what? I'm not going to listen to that crap anymore. Martone trying to get one of the goals back. Carlson had it knocked off the stick. Carlson has it again, and a shot save made by Vladar. Save made by Shilovs. As the Penguins are going to come away with a 5-2 win in all likelihood here. Maybe 5-3 if the Flyers get one quickly, but there's 7.2 seconds remaining. And Archer Shilovs saving 21 of 23, which again is not an NHL head stat because the blind guy can read it from here. Chatham, let's go Flyers, but it's too little, too late, and the Penguins force a Game 7, which we will have on Saturday. Of course, if they do that in real life. But I was frustrated with the camera through most of it. I'm sure you'll laugh at it, the sounds that you hear in the background when the camera's not working because of it bouncing off my headset as I tried to throw it down in frustration. But the cord got the last laugh on me, but it works now, I think. So that's good. But the Penguins, huge 5-2 win. Just when the Flyers seemed to get back in it, Rickard Rakell restored the 2-goal lead, and then we got a second goal off the post and in from Egor Chinakhov to put this one away. Your final from Philly, 5-2 Pittsburgh. Take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 36-23 in favor of the Penguins. Hits, 41-23, favoring Pittsburgh as well. Passing percentage to the Flyers. Face-offs, definitely to the Flyers. Oh, my goodness. We only had one power play opportunity. It did not go anywhere, so let's just not talk about it. And with that said, the Penguins, at least in this playthrough, force a Game 7. Egor Chinakhov with a pair to lead the way for the Pens. And of course the goal scoring kicked off by Sidney Crosby, and then Blake Lizotte got a goal as well. In this victory. So, thank you all for tuning in to part 1 of this 2-part episode of the VIG Lounge. I will be back momentarily with Game 5, Golden Knights and Mammoth. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, whether that is momentarily or later on down the road, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. And let's go, Pens!